everyone. In our today's video, we are going to be discussing about conduction of heartbeat. So what is this heartbeat? Heartbeat constitutes the contraction and the relaxation of the heart chambers. Okay. So the contraction and the relaxation of the heart chambers only constitute the heartbeat. So in our previous video, we have already discussed about what are the different heart chambers. So human beings have 4 different heart chambers. The upper 2 chambers are the auricles and the lower 2 chambers are the ventricles. So the contraction of the heart is known as systole and the relaxation of the heart is called as diastole. Okay. So if the auricles are going to contract, then it is known as auricular systole or it is called as the atrial systole. If the ventricles are going to contract, it is known as ventricular systole. So same thing here as well. If the auricles are going to relax, it's called atrial diastole. And if the ventricles are going to relax, it is known as the ventricular diastole. Okay. So heartbeat is of 2 types in case of animals. So one type of heartbeat is known as the neurogenic heartbeat. And the other one is the myogenic heartbeat. Okay. So what is this neurogenic heartbeat? Neurogenic heartbeat is going to be stimulated or it is going to be initiated by the nerves. So in case of neurogenic heartbeat, the heartbeat is going to be initiated by the nerves. Okay, so nerve impulse has to be generated in order to conduct heartbeat in case of neurogenic heartbeat. And the examples of this is annelids and arthropods. So this type of neurogenic heartbeat is seen in case of annelids and arthropods. So under annelids, you know what are the examples. So I will tell you once again. In case of annelids, we have earthworm and leech as the examples. And arthropod examples, we have a very common example which is the cockroach. Alright. So in case of myogenic heartbeat. So myogenic heartbeat is not going to happen under the control of any nerves. Okay. So there is no need for any nerves to initiate the heartbeat in case of myogenic heart. Then how is the heartbeat going to be initiated in case of myogenic heart? It is going to be with the help of specialized cells. So myogenic heartbeat is conducted with the help of specialized cells. And these specialized cells are known as the autorhythmic cells. Okay. So myogenic heart is seen in all the vertebrates. So human beings are also going to be having the myogenic heart. Now let's take a look at how conduction of heartbeat is going to take place in case of human beings. So I told that human beings' heart is myogenic in nature. So what is the meaning of myogenic? It is going to be having special cells which are going to initiate the heartbeat. Okay, and those special cells are known as the autorhythmic cells. Autorhythmic means it is going to be functioning independently. Okay, so there are 4 groups of specialized autorhythmic cells which are present in human heart. The first one is the SA node. So SA node is the sinoatrial node. So sinoatrial node is only called as the SA node. So this is one group of autorhythmic cells and the sinoatrial node is also known as the pacemaker of the heart or it is also known as the heart of the heart. Heart of heart. Very important objective type question. So they can ask you which is known as the pacemaker of the heart and they can also question you which is known as the heart of the heart. So SA node is known as the pacemaker of the heart, and SA node is also known as the heart of the heart. Okay, so this is the first autorhythmic cells. So the second autorhythmic cells which are present in human heart is the AV node. AV node is atrioventricular node. Okay. Then the third one is bundle of His. Bundle of His. Bundle of His is also called as atrioventricular bundle. Okay. So also abbreviated as AV bundle. Okay. So the reason why this is known as bundle of His is because this was named after the person who discovered the bundle. Okay. So that is why it is known as the bundle of His. The person who discovered was His. Alright. Now the fourth autorhythmic cells are the Purkinje fibers. So these are the 4 groups of specialized cells which are going to be present in case of human beings. Now let's go on to see how the conduction of heartbeat is going to be taking place with the help of these 4 types of cells. So now I have drawn the structure of the heart. So now let's see how the conduction of heartbeat is going to be taking place. So what I have drawn here, the upper 2 chambers which I have drawn here are nothing but the right and the left atrium. And the lower 2 chambers which I have drawn here are the right and the left ventricles. Okay. The SA node is located in the right atrium. So what is SA node also known as? SA node is the sinoatrial node, and it is also known as the pacemaker of the heart. So the reason why SA node is known as the pacemaker of the heart is because it is going to give the pace for the heartbeat to begin. Or in other words, the SA node only is going to initiate the heartbeat. That is why it is known as the pacemaker of the heart. So the SA node is located in the right atrium, just below the opening of the superior vena cava. Now what happens is, this SA node has the ability to get excited all by itself. Okay, that is why nerve impulse is not required in case of myogenic heart, because the SA node has the ability to get excited all by itself. So when the SA node gets excited, the signal will be getting transferred into the entire auricles. Okay, so the signal or the impulse will start moving into the auricles. So when the impulse has started moving across the entire auricles, then what will happen is the auricles will contract. So when the auricles contract, the auricles will push the blood into the ventricles. Okay. So the message from the sinoatrial node will next reach the AV node. So AV node is located in the floor of the right atrium. Okay. It is located, this is the AV node. What is AV node also called as? AV node is known as the atrioventricular node. So this, why is it called atrioventricular node? Because it is present in between the auricles and the ventricles. That's why it's called as the atrioventricular node. So atrioventricular node is located in the floor of the right atrium, very close to the interatrial septum. Okay, so I hope you remember what are septums. Septums are nothing but partitions which are going to be separating the chambers of the heart. So it is located near the interatrial septum. Okay. Now once the message from the SA node has reached the AV node, then the message from the AV node will go to the bundle of His. So what is this bundle of His? So bundle of His is a large fiber. So bundle of His is a large fiber which is going to be arising from the AV node. Okay. So this bundle of His will enter into the interventricular septum. So this is the interventricular septum. The bundle of His will divide into two divisions. Okay. So the bundle of His will divide into two divisions. Now from the bundle of His, fine branches will be arising. So the bundle of His will further branch out and it will develop into many fine branches. Okay. And this fine branches of the bundle of His is going to be entering into the entire ventricle. Okay. And these branches which are going to be coming from the bundle of His is called as the Purkinje fibers. Okay. Alright. So what exactly is happening here is the impulse is going to be transferred from the SA node to the AV node, from the AV node to the bundle of His, then from the bundle of His the impulse will get transferred onto the Purkinje fibers. Now this Purkinje fibers is present in the entire ventricle. Okay. So when the message reaches the Purkinje fibers, what will happen is the contraction of ventricles will take place. So when the ventricles contract, where will the blood go? I said when the auricles contract, the blood is going to be pushed into the ventricles. So if the ventricles are going to be contracting, then where will the blood be pushed into? Okay, now listen carefully. When the ventricles contract, actually the ventricles will contract simultaneously. Okay, so when the ventricles contract, the blood will go into the pulmonary circulation and into the systemic circulation. So when the ventricles contract, the blood will be pushed into the pulmonary circulation, that is where? To the lungs. Okay, so from the right ventricle, the blood will be pumped into the lungs only for purification, right? Okay. And then from the left ventricle, the blood will be pumped into the systemic circulation, which is to the entire body. I will repeat this once again for you. So there is a group of specialized cells in the right atrium, and those specialized cells are known as the SA node, or it is called as the sinoatrial node. Sinoatrial node is also known as the pacemaker of the heart, or it is also called as the heart of heart. Okay. So the reason why it is called as the pacemaker of the heart is because it is going to be setting the pace to initiate the heartbeat. Okay. So in which part of the heartbeat is going to be originating? It is from the SA node. And then from the SA node, all the impulse will start spreading into the auricles and also to the AV node. Okay, so when the message has reached all the auricles, what will happen is the auricles will contract, pushing the blood into the ventricles. Okay, the next thing that will happen is the message will also reach the AV node. So once the message has reached the AV node, then it will be passed on to the bundle of His. What is this bundle of His? Bundle of His is nothing but a large fiber which is going to be arising from the AV node. Then this bundle of His will divide into two branches. First it will enter into the interventricular septum, and then it will divide into two divisions. Okay, and from these two divisions, lot of fine branches of fibers will come out and it will spread along the entire ventricles, and these fine branches are known as the Purkinje fibers. So when the impulse has reached the Purkinje fibers, what will happen is the ventricles will contract. When the ventricles contract, the blood will be pumped into the pulmonary circulation and the systemic circulation respectively. So this is how one heartbeat takes place. So per minute, human heart beats 72 times. And one heartbeat takes 0.8 seconds. Okay, so for one heartbeat to get completed, it requires about 0.8 seconds. Now the next topic that we are going to be discussing is the cardiac cycle. Cardiac cycle is the sequence of events which are going to be happening from the beginning till the completion of one heartbeat. Okay, so it is the sequence of events which happen during one heartbeat. So what are the sequence of events which are happening? It is nothing but the contraction and relaxation. Okay, and the cardiac cycle lasts for about 0.8 seconds. Okay, which means one heartbeat takes 0.8 seconds. So in this 0.8 seconds, what are the different events which are going to be happening? Let's see. So the first one is atrial systole. So what is the meaning of atrial systole? Atrial systole means contraction of the auricles. So this is going to last for about 0.1 second. Okay, and the next one is ventricular systole. So the ventricular systole is nothing but the contraction of the ventricles, and this is going to last for about 0.3 seconds. And then the last one is the ventricular diastole. And the ventricular diastole is of longer duration and it is going to last for 0.4 seconds. So if you add up all this, you will get 0.8 seconds, which is the duration of one heartbeat. Okay, so this is about the cardiac cycle. Now one thing that I want to ask you is, if I ask you what is the sound of heart, so immediately you will answer the sound of heart is lub and dub. So have you ever wondered what is the reason for this lub and dub sound? Okay, so let's discuss what is the reason to have this lub and dub sound. So the first sound which you are hearing is the lub sound. Okay, and this lub sound is caused due to the sound of heart. The lub and the dub sound which is coming from your heart is because of the closure and opening of the heart valves. Okay, so we have discussed about all the heart valves in our previous video, right? So the sound of heart is basically because of the closing and opening of the heart valves. So the first sound that you hear is lub. Okay, and this lub sound is due to the closure of the tricuspid and bicuspid valve. Okay, so when the tricuspid and bicuspid valve closes, then you will hear the lub sound. Okay, and the second sound that you are going to be hearing is dub. This dub sound is because of the closure of the semilunar valves. So when the semilunar valves close, you will hear the dub sound. Okay, and these two are the sound of heart. Now how is the sound of heart checked? So for that you have an instrument which is known as the stethoscope. So with the help of the stethoscope, you can hear the sound of heart. With the help of the stethoscope, we can also hear the sound of other internal organs which are there in our body. Stethoscope is a very important diagnostic tool with which we will be able to identify if there is any health problems inside our body. Okay, so this is about the sound of the heart. Now the next topic that we are going to be discussing is the blood pressure. So when we discuss about the heart, it is very important for us to discuss even about the blood pressure. So what is this blood pressure? Blood pressure is nothing but the force which is applied by the blood onto the walls of the arteries. So this is only known as blood pressure. Okay, so what is blood pressure? Blood pressure is nothing but the force which is applied by the blood on the walls of walls of arteries. The blood pressure is usually expressed in terms of systolic blood pressure and diastolic blood pressure. So what is this systolic blood pressure? Systolic blood pressure is the pressure with which the left ventricle forces the blood into the aorta. Okay. So I've told you that the force with which the left ventricle is going to pump the blood into the aorta is quite high. Okay. So the systolic blood pressure is 120 mm mercury. Okay. So the word systolic means contraction. So this blood pressure is because of the contraction of ventricles. Okay, and the diastolic blood pressure is because of the relaxation of ventricles. Diastolic blood pressure is 80 mm mercury. So on the whole, the normal BP, the normal blood pressure level in case of human beings is going to be 120/80 mm mercury. Now if this exceeds, so this is the normal value, if this is going to exceed, which means if it is more than 120 or if it is more than 80, then that condition is known as hypertension. Okay, and if the blood pressure is going to fall below this normal range, then it is known as hypotension. So hyper means high, more amount, and hypo means less. Okay, so how is the blood pressure measured? So blood pressure is measured with the help of an instrument. Okay, many people tend to call that as the BP machine, but there is no such machine like that. It is not known as the BP machine. The instrument which is used to test the blood pressure is known as sphygmomanometer. The blood pressure is usually measured using the brachial artery. So brachial artery is the artery which is present in your upper arm. Okay. So I hope you understood the concepts of how the heart is going to be functioning inside our body. So if you have any doubts, you can leave that in the comment section below. Thank you.